placing your hand over your heart for our national anthem.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the first ever student broadcasted lacrosse game where we have the West Ottawa Panthers taking on the Hudsonville Eagles. It will be a cold one today as it is a temperature of 37, feels like 27.
My name is Quinn Vanderkamp.
I'm Cody Skirman.
It's going to be an exciting match today.
Indeed it is.
The West Ottawa Panthers are, I believe they're 3-1 or 3-2.
I believe so.
I think that's right, but as you can see, they're led by their captain, Evan Olick, and Caleb Morley is in the net for the Panthers.
Should be looking for a lot of goals here from attackers Griffin Dobb and Grady Armstrong here.
Grady Armstrong's hurt, actually.
Armstrong is hurt.
Connor Volk is an incredible goal scorer for the Panthers. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do on offense. Panthers on the face-off for the Hudsonville Eagles.
And so Panthers.
That was Evan Olick on the face-off. There's Connor Volk running down by the 30. And that is a quick goal for the Panthers. Scored by number 6.
What a fast goal there. We're 14 seconds into the game here, and we already have a Panther goal.
That was Grady Armstrong. Apparently the injured Panther just scored. Funny how that works. He's playing through the pain, just like all Panthers do.
Yep. Now facing off is Evan Olick here. Hoping to come away with another quick goal maybe.
Lose the face-off. Oh, and he gets... That is Connor Volk with the ball here. Working in towards the crease. And that is a stop by number 10, the goalkeeper for Hudsonville, Mason Ciolek.
So here comes Hudsonville, coast to coast. Swinging it around here. Around the back of the goal. Really running a clinic here with the passing. Almost going in circles, you could say.
Really, they must have seen something in this defense. They're trying to see it again. Trying to set something up here for the Eagles. In comes number 1.
Zero Devine Excuse me, not Zervine, Weber. Passes it over to Campbell here.
Number 1, Campbell.
Campbell will swing it to the back of the goal. Hudsonville being very patient here, looking for the perfect time to strike. So now here he comes, makes a move. Little juke there. Hudsonville looking to score, and they do. It is Will Zuderveen with the goal.
That was a great take by Will. He put it right past Morley in the net.
Not 100% sure if that's how you say his name, but I have to check with the fam.
Evan Olick back on faceoff for the Panthers. Going up against James Albrecht.
So now it's a tie ball game here at 1-1.
10 minutes and 10 seconds remain on the clock.
And struggling to get the ball off the ground here is Hudsonville and Estado, so Hudsonville will take it.
Ground ball there.
Sealek getting trucked over here on the sideline.
Gives that ball up. He did not want any part of that. Number 27 for the Panthers, Jack Pontaine.
Really playing it on the ground here. And Sealek takes a spill there.
There's a flag on the play.
Was it tripping?
It must be. 'Cause
we'll see what they do here. So out comes Sealek, who just took the spill there.
Panthers coach was not happy with that call. That was on Heath Reimink, otherwise known as Bubba Reimink, one of our best friends here at West Ottawa.
Who doesn't love Bubba?
In lacrosse, they do delayed penalties. So when the next play stops is when they enforce that penalty. So the Panthers playing a man down here.
Now Hudsonville back to swinging it around the outside of the goal here, and it bounces off number 11 stick pretty fast there. So it goes out of bounds, and everyone will rotate over to the other side of the field here as West Ottawa will take possession.
That is Holden Hollingsworth cradling the ball up the sideline.
And Hudsonville comes away with a steal here.
Holden with the great back check, putting the ball on the ground.
Wow.
Oh, great job by Holden Hollingsworth to get that ball back. That was great effort.
Real physical play there. Oh, wow.
Oh, he took
Loses a stick.
But is recovered by Connor Volk, who rips it, and that one missed the mark.
And Isaac Vanderveen lost his stick there. Now he picked it up, and now he's coming off the field. Evan Olick. Isaac Vanderveen plays for Hudsonville.
Here's Riley Pentecost passing to number 5, Griffin Dobb. In comes Gabe Clausen for the Panthers. Connor dealing with contact.
Wow.
Puts it in right past that goalie. Bounced right at his feet. Goalie's stick was just too slow. That was a great goal for the Panthers.
Wow. So we're up to a pretty hot start here for the Panthers. They got 2 goals in under 4 minutes, so could be in for an exciting one.
It's looking like a high-scoring game tonight, Cody.
Possibly.
Very excited for this.
And so Connor Volk has 2 goals already. He's looking hot. Things are heating up here for the Panthers.
Hopefully no one grabs a fire extinguisher. We need him to stay hot. Connor Reedy on the face-off there. Taking their sweet time.
Hudsonville will come away here with the face-off. And Sealek will take it coast to coast here and is tripped by...
Oh, that's not tripping. He tripped over his own feet.
It was a very physical play. I wouldn't call it tripping, I guess, but it was physical. Hudsonville being patient here again. That seems to be their tactic early here. Seelek will swing it over to Weber here. Weber finding his way through the seam. Doesn't have an open shot there, but here comes the, wow! Number 11, Cash 10 Have? What a name.
Wow.
So
Cash 10 Have.
Cash comes in here with the goal, and that will tie it up here at 2-2.
This is looking like a really exciting game today, Cody.
It is. It is.
Things are heating up at Panther Stadium already. 4-4.
I think I can feel.
5 minutes.
I think I can feel the temperature dropping. Rising.
Yeah. There's heat coming off the field. Evan Olick back on the faceoff for the Panthers. Hudsonville comes away with it.
And here comes Hudsonville. Looking for another shot. This is wide left there. With a shot there, that was Will Zeiderveen.
We'll stay with Hudsonville.
We'll pass it over to Campbell here, who will swing it back to Weber. Back to Campbell. Definitely playing a little passive here. Not really finding the creases they want to find here, as Hudsonville's struggling to get it up inside and near the net.
Caleb Morley cradling, sending it downfield to Evan Olick. And that one, Evan gets the ball back from number 20 on Hudsonville. Oh, boy. Ground ball picked up by number 3, Connor Volk in the shorts, and this temperature is crazy. Riley Pentecost looking to find number 11 there. That was Tyler Noble almost. And will go to Hudsonville.
You know, it could have been a goal there if Noble could have caught that. Not a great pass, but
it's a very fast-moving sport. I do not blame Noble.
No, I do not either. It could have been a great play for the Panthers there. Have with it. Over to Seelek. So Weber has it up top here. Kind of just chilling out at the 30-yard line. And now the Eagles have it behind the net. Really being patient here again. Oh, wow, what a move there. But a save by Morley. So Hudsonville is still looking for that shot, and they take another, and it is down into the right, missing of the goal.
They got to put that shot on goal. I mean, if you want a chance to score, it's got to be on goal. So they got to figure that out if they want to have a chance tonight. Oh, two injured Eagles.
Yeah, two Hudsonville players are down, and wow, number 10, Seelek, he does not look good. Seelek is wincing in pain here. Didn't quite see what happened there, did you, Quinn?
I did not either. I was focused on Griffin Dobb running past the 50-yard line, but the injured Eagle is back around the 37-yard line. And he is not looking like he's feeling great.
I believe it's his left leg, somewhere in his left leg.
Looks like the right leg, actually. But he's got a trainer, and he's standing.
Oh, right leg.
Right leg. Oh. Does not look fun right now to be Mason Cholik.
Nope.
I'm not sure where we'll pick up, but it looks like Griffin Dobb has the ball. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remain in this first period. James Apkarian there, passing to number 21. We don't have a name for number 21. It's Tyler Noble behind the goal. Riley Pentecost looking to help. And and it will stay Panthers. Panther ball with the chance to score. That was a little messy back there at the back of the end zone. Here we go. Tyler Noble taking it from behind. Looking to go around. And hits him square in the face on the shot.
Right off
Ouch.
the helmet there. Good thing he's got one of those on.
Yeah, his bell must. Oh, and he just completely missed the ball there. Number 6, Grady Armstrong, passing to, and that's a shot, and it's a goal for the Panthers by James Apkarian. That was a very unfortunate play for the Hudsonville Eagles. Their defender just didn't catch the ball, and West Ottawa capitalizes on it.
It's a great way to put it.
Great way to, and that gives the Panthers the lead, 3-2. I was talking to some of the players earlier today, Cody, and they were very confident that they could pull this one off tonight.
Yeah, they came in here as the underdogs, and their confidence is showing, even though they were not supposed to win this game, according to some people I've talked to.
But they knew they had a chance, and if you believe in that, that's all you need.
Yep.
But the Panthers, they need to start winning some face-off. They have not won a single one. Griffin Dobb just put that kid on his tushy.
And Griffin is showing off the jukes here.
And
Spin cycle.
There's 3 people on him. That was incredible that he held on to that ball.
The Panthers are hyped, and they are battling, aren't they?
They are battling this game. They are winning every part of this game.
And it will be a timeout for the Panthers here. And update from the girls lacrosse game here. They are down 1-4. And they'll be looking to make some improvements here.
As the Panthers lose that possession. Good attempt. That is number 21 in pursuit there.
Hudsonville.
Defense line up there.
Hudson. Yeah. Hudsonville has it here. Being patient once again. Nothing new.
They're really sticking to this game plan here.
Yes, they are. Weber looking to attack here. Gets a shot off. Wow, what a shot by Weber. Just scrapes right across the bottom of the goal, and Morley cannot get to it.
I do not know how he found the space in that defense to shot. I mean, he shot that through a brick wall.
Yep.
But, wow, I mean, to put it from that angle, he was probably around a couple yards outside that 10-yard line hash mark. That is a crazy angle to put in the bottom right of that net. That was a great shot. Evan Olick on the face-off for the Panthers.
He'll be facing off here against Chase Brinks.
And the Eagles come away with it.
Here's Brinks looking for someone to pass it to. And he'll just take it here for himself. He's looking for a shot. And he'll pass it away. Panthers there on some good defensive coverage. And once again, the Eagles being patient, but looking for a shot. And it is saved by Morley.
Great defense there from the Panthers. Morley sends up to Evan Olick, who just sent it into the ground.
Yeah, directly in the ground there.
It's a good stick check, and that pops back out to James Apkarian, I believe. Or that's Jack Pontain, excuse me. And he just
loses balance there.
Lost his balance, to say the least.
And Hudsonville being a little more aggressive this time.
Yes.
A little fast break opportunity. And wow. Hudsonville scores again. It seems like there is some sort of collapse in that defensive coverage. It's kind of let them through there, but that's a goal.
It looked like their feet were not set. They were expecting a little longer of an offensive possession, and they did not get into correct position there.
Jamison Albrecht will face off here against number 7, Connor Reedy. Hudsonville will come away with the face-off here. Well, maybe. And they do.
They're not very good with their ball security there.
Yeah.
It feels like their ball has been on the ground a lot. That was a great play by number 24, Heath Reiming, to block that shot before it came out of his stick.
That was Albrecht there with the shot attempt, and he'll come out of the game. And in comes number 10, Siluk.
Coming back from the injury.
So Hudsonville here with the ball up top. Looking to make a move, but Griffin Dobb is there on the coverage. And Dilleman will swing it over to Have, who swings it over to 6. And he'll pass it to Zleiderveen, who shoots it and scores.
Wow.
So this is a quick turnaround for the Eagles, who were just down 3-2.
I wonder what was said in that huddle during the timeout, because something just flipped the switch in the Eagles, and they are dominating right now.
Yep. Panthers have no answer right now.
There is only 1 minute left in this period, so hopefully the Panthers can scrap away and stay in it until that period when they can talk over it a little more.
Yeah, one more goal would be really, really damaging for the Panthers here. They don't want to go down 3-6 or even worse, 3-7 before the first period's over.
Evan Olick on the face-off. Now, I can't help but notice the Eagles have won every single face-off so far this game.
Yeah.
But they are using a short stick, and the Panthers are all using the 6-foot poles. So I wonder if that's making a difference, Cody.
You know, I really think it is making a difference here because you're a lot less mobile with that long stick, and here comes Hudsonville with another face-off win. Brinks looking for a shot, but good defense there by the Panthers. So there was no shot attempt there for Hudsonville. Defense. It was.
Evan Olick. Oh, never mind. And it's Eagles' ball after that misplayed pass.
So now Hudsonville swinging it around here, letting the offense set up here, giving them their time. Weber finding a seam, loses the ball, but he'll pick it back up here, or at least try.
Holden Hollingsworth knocked that out of his stick there.
Oh, a little spin move there. Not a great shot, though, and that's the end of the first period, where it is West Ottawa 3, Hudsonville 5.
Time for the start of the second quarter. On the draw for the Eagles, number 2, James Albrecht. And for the Panthers, number 25, Evan Olick.
Here with the face-off, Olick fighting to win that first face-off for the Panthers here.
And we do.
Yep, they do.
The Panthers come away with it. And Griffin Dauber is running the wrong direction there.
It's not really what you want to do there.
Evan Olick here. Gives it off to Griffin Daub. It comes off, and in comes number 21.
Wow, what a shot by Griffin Daub there. Just skims right past the goalie's side. So it's 4-5. What a shot for the Panthers here. That'll put them right back in this game here. So it's 4-5 with 11 minutes and 37 seconds to go. And the Panthers are really bringing it today. They're battling here with what some say is the best lacrosse team in the state here in the Hudsonville Eagles. With the face-off here, it's Connor Reedy fighting for it. Players on the ground, and the Panthers come away with it. So that's 2 straight face-off wins for them. Here comes Connor Volk, and he will score. Wow, it is a tie ball game, and what a turnaround for the Panthers. So there's 2 straight goals in 38 seconds. Wow.
And they both came off Panthers face-off wins.
Coincidence?
I think not. Unassisted. These Panthers, man, they can score. I tell you that.
Boy,
Their game
can
the other
they.
week against East Kentwood, they put up 19 goals.
Wow. And we'll see if they're on pace for that today.
They are looking like they are.
See if they can keep it up here.
Evan Olick on the face-off again. Looking to win another one. The ball's being battled for on the ground. Goes back to the defense.
And ball's just not being picked up here.
Still up in the air for anyone to grab. There's number 8 going for it for the Panthers. That is... We don't have number 8 on our rosters. Our apologies.
Seems as though they grabbed a fan from the stands, maybe. Filling in.
Oh, that kind of... You know, I really don't know who that is. That is a shame. Because he's playing really well.
So Dillman with the ball here behind the goal, and he'll swing it over to Have. And it's Campbell up top here for the Eagles. Ripping through the West Ottawa defense here, but good coverage, so we'll have to swing it to the back of the goal here. Passes over to 6, but that's not going to work out. Panthers will have to get some good defense on that.
Number 6 was Weber, and he got pushed around by Griffin Daub a little bit there.
Pass intercepted by Campbell. Shot for Hudsonville, wide left here. So Hudsonville, they're getting the shots off, and they definitely, some of them aren't landing.
Same with Hudsonville. But, yeah, they need to get those shots on goal.
Yeah, really. Wow.
And they do it. They do it.
Really shut me up there.
Yes.
I was going to say that they need to stop wasting their opportunities, but they made the most of that one. So,
and the Eagles go up 6-5 on the Panthers.
We'll see if the Panthers can answer here. Maybe a face-off win would help.
Little Pearl Jam going in the stadium. You know, it doesn't get any better than this, if you know what I'm saying.
No.
Heard that one from my dad.
It's a good one.
And the Eagles come away with it. That is number 10. Selek with the win on the faceoff.
And so Zeiderveen will pass it over to Weber. Hudsonville with the ball behind the goal here. Looking for a shot, little spin move action. Playing some pretty patient offense here, but a shot, and it's good. So Hudsonville will answer the Panthers' 2 straight goals with their own. So it is a 7-5 ball game here. Hudsonville Eagles lead. And Hudsonville sure is, they're getting the ball bouncing right at the goalie's feet. And, you know, it's a great shot. You know, that's exactly what you want here. And Hudsonville is on track to score quite a bit today. So we'll see what the final score ends up being here.
So are the Panthers, though. So we really.
True.
Both of these teams are looking a little streaky today.
Yep. So coming away with the face-off is Hudsonville. It's Silek. He'll lose it.
Picked up by Griffin Dobb. That was a great play there. Griffin Dobb pushing up, puts it down the ground, and that, again, went right off that goalie's face.
It's a great save there.
You know, he's really using his head. And, oh my, that is a penalty.
I didn't quite see what happened there, Quinn.
One of the Hudsonville kids took a little cheap shot on Gabe Clausen when he was just about out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely. A little illegal.
Not very classy.
No, one might say that.
But the Panthers playing on offense, looking to score a goal, take one back from Hudsonville. Looks like a 1-minute penalty. They love taking their time sometimes in the sport. You know, it's the fastest game on 2 legs, but not moving very fast currently.
Yep, so that's going to be 1 minute in the box for Isaac Vanderveen, who is quite the star for Hudsonville here, star defender. So it'll be a crucial loss there for him for this minute.
Taken in is number 11, Tyler Noblet, who swings it to number 21, and then Evan Olick gets it swung to him, but loses it. Trying to keep it in bounds, and that's a great play. It is still Panther ball.
What a save by Griffin Dobb there.
Griffin Dobb, and that was a great catch by Griffin Dobb. Number 11,
wow.
Tyler Noblet.
Wow.
And wow. That was a great shot and a great move by Tyler Noblet.
That was a passing clinic right there. The save all the way to those passes there, that set up the goal, and that's a very, very crucial goal here for us Ottawa to stay in the game.
That was an amazing play by Griffin Dobb and Tyler Noblet.
And so that great string of events there will put West Ottawa behind 1, and for the face-off is Albrecht for Hudsonville and Reedy for West Ottawa.
Reedy with the 6-foot pole as well as with Olick. We'll see if he can come away with it.
Ball start on Hudsonville on the face-off there. So West Ottawa will take it.
Connor Volk making moves. A little spin move there, and he trips, but recovers pretty well. He'll stay with the Panthers. And ground balls all day today. They've been tricky. And it will be the Panthers' ball after that violation. Looks like a penalty there. Again, with the delayed penalties, it doesn't stop till the ball is dead. There's Connor Volk making another move, looking to get closer to the goal. And wow.
He got rocked.
And he still got a shot off, and he got rocked again. And there go more flags.
Yep.
Yeah, that was, you could tell something had to have gotten called there, because
What a late hit there. He
Yeah.
didn't even have the ball for a solid second there, and in came Hudsonville for the truck. Still a great shot, though. I mean, looked like it was pretty close to going in.
After being put on his, he recovered very well and got the shot off.
Put on his butt.
Yes. Thank you, Cody. Word slipped my mind. The refs are in all black today. They are not wearing any stripes. Too cold for the zebras to be out.
Yep. Zebras, they don't like 37 degrees. Typically, zebras like to live in areas that are normally above 60 degrees, somewhere in that range. So
It's good arid.
they'll likely come out when it,
Savannah climate.
yeah. Panthers playing that patient offense like Hudsonville was earlier.
Put the shot off. That was Griffin Dobbs shooting from a long ways away. He was caught by the goalie.
It's a great shot there. Hudsonville now charging down the field. And Helmus will pass it over to Zeiderveen.
I just heard the Panthers goal sound, the Panther roar coming from the soccer field, meaning the girls' varsity lacrosse just scored. Now, I don't have the greatest eyes, so I cannot see what the score is.
It looks like 6-5.
Oh, close game for the
So Panthers came
ladies
back.
lacrosse.
Yeah, the ladies came back from a 1-4 deficit, and now they're leading by 1. So pretty fast turnaround there.
Griffin Dobb playing defense there. We're not 100% on that ladies lacrosse score.
Don't quote me.
Don't quote us. We are far away.
Just doing our best out here. Hudsonville, almost had a great
almost.
shot there inside, but
Yeah.
it's dropped by Silic.
There's 22, Holden Hollingsworth taking it out, and that one gets passed out of bounds. And it will go back to Hudsonville. Now that ball just rolled right through the gap in the brick wall and is headed for the soccer field over yonder. That one might take a while to stop.
And Hudsonville with it behind the goal. The Eagles looking to score here. It's definitely been a few minutes.
And that shot was nowhere close.
Nope.
That bounced outside of the crease.
And so Hudsonville still with it. Weber looking to make a move on the Panthers. Stumbles. Have with it. Looking for a shot maybe.
Great defense by Holden Hollingsworth there.
And Campbell will have it here. And that's back over to Have. Or Weber, excuse me. And Weber will swing it back to Campbell. And Hudsonville's retained possession here for quite some time.
They need a shot clock in this sport. I know there was one in college lacrosse, but
There's also one in box lacrosse. Wow.
they put it
Taking their sweet old time definitely worked out for them. And it's going to be 8-6 Hudsonville leads. And maybe the Panthers could answer here, maybe off of a face-off win. They could take it down and maybe play a little more aggressive as they were earlier, because that seemed to be working a lot better.
A majority of the lacrosse I have watched has come from the NCAA Division III level. My older brother plays lacrosse at Alma College here in Alma, Michigan, and it's a very fun sport to watch at a collegiate level. They move very fast.
Yeah, I bet.
It's a very fun sport to watch at any level.
Yeah, I have not watched a ton of collegiate lacrosse, but
Highly suggested.
I'll definitely tune in this spring.
That is number 24, Heath Ryming for the Panthers. They're playing defense, doing a great job.
Wow.
And, oh, wow. That was incredibly lucky.
What I saw there is that it ricocheted off the left bar into Morley and went back into the goal. So that is a very unlucky play for the Panthers. And it'll make it a 3-point deficit. So they got quite the hill to climb here. Not impossible, but they do have a hill to climb.
That was scored by Gabriel Delielman. The Panthers are now down by 3. Delielman. Panthers are now down by 3, but this is not in too big of a cave to crawl out of here for the Panthers.
No, it's not. They could definitely come back here, but they're going to have to play aggressive and just, really not let this game get out of hand by half. And, yeah, you don't want to walk out of the locker room after halftime down by 5-6 points. They got to keep it a game here.
And it really just comes down to these face-offs, I believe.
Yeah, they're really speaking to how this game is going.
Yes. Panthers get that one. Not sure what just happened, but it is the Panthers' ball. Connor Volk taking it. Passes to Griffin Dobb. Dobb looking very comfortable there. Takes it right there. And, just off the mark. But it looks like that is Riley Pentecost chasing after it, and it will remain the Panthers' ball. Riley taking it out for Pentecost. Passes to Volk. Over to Dobb. Dobb looking like he's about to set something up on. He's about to put his defender in a mixer or a blender. Screen set by Volk. And the pass goes over Volk's head. There's number 11, Tyler Nobick, trying that. Yeah, that's a push.
So that was a push in the back there. Not exactly what it's called, but that's what he did.
You cannot do that. I don't know much, but you cannot do that. Tyler Noblick going for the shot and off the mark.
Hudsonville definitely got a piece of his stick there on the shot attempt.
3 minutes left in this first half. The Panthers just called a play. We'll see how it works out for them. I do enjoy how they do that, as the players on the bench all scream out in unison the name of the play. Volk taking it, and he gets tripped there a little bit, but they do not call it. Here comes another play. Let's see how it works. Pentecost taking out the back. Makes a good move. Gets a good shot.
Ooh.
Just misses.
Just to the right of the goal there.
It's going to remain Panthers' ball again. Tyler Noblitt chasing after that one. Gets closest to the ball. Noblitt taking it out. He's got a beat on his defender. Passes to number 6, and that one just misses. Grady Armstrong.
Hudsonville will take it up the field. Good defensive play there by Christian Toth. Hudsonville, though, looking for a shot. They'll find one, and that is a score. Wow, what a play by Hudsonville. And he did a push-up there as a celebration. Don't know if that's allowed.
But they can celebrate. They scored.
Yeah.
I'm all for celebrating.
Let the players celebrate,
Although, celebrating after 10 goals, celebrating can get a little old, I feel.
Maybe.
That's what I love about baseball. You don't celebrate too often. About a couple times a game, and it's the perfect amount, I believe.
Yeah.
2 minutes left in this first half. Aulick on the face-off.
Hudsonville won the faceoff, but West Ottawa takes it here. It's Evan Aulick. Hudsonville steals it, though. That's Seelick.
And that looks like a timeout is called.
So with that timeout is 6-10. Hudsonville leads. 1 minute and 57 seconds to go. We'll be right back. So coming out of the timeout here, the Panthers will hope to close the gap a little here before half.
2 minutes left after that timeout.
So it'll be Silic taking it at the 40-yard line for the Eagles. Jogging up here, looking for a teammate. He finds Zeiderveen. Back over to Have. And so it's Weber with it. So Silic has it again here. Back to Weber. Little practice I'm seeing here. A little passing practice. Definitely working on their assist. And they were looking for a shot there maybe, but it's a little bit of an errant pass.
They're going to continue to stay passive here and just look for an open shot.
Yeah, I think they're going to definitely play in this sort of way for the next minute here probably. They don't want the Panthers to get the ball before half here and make it a 3-score game.
Griffin Dobb trying his hardest here. Just trying to get it out of their stick. From their netting. So, 45 seconds.
Hudsonville has it here. It's Silic. Behind the goal now. And almost had a behind-the-back goal. Wow, that would have been something.
That shot was by Dielman, but off the mark. But that would have been an incredible goal. 22, Holden Hollingsworth on defense for the Panthers.
Oh, nice defensive play from Dobb there to stop the shot attempt.
The whistle's blown.
Timeout by Hudsonville. So 15 seconds left. It's 6-10 Eagles lead. And once again, we'll be right back.
I think it's 7-6.
Live. All right. 15 seconds left in this half. The Panthers are down 6-10. And our girls lacrosse, they are playing Grand Haven High School, and I believe they are winning.
It is either 7-6 or 7-8. It's one of those. So, could be winning by one, could be losing by one. We don't really know.
But we hope for the best.
Yep, we really do. Wish we could get a score on that, but it's a little too far for my eyes.
We'll see where we can get to you guys after halftime.
So Hudsonville has it here with 10 seconds remaining. They're going to look for a shot and get it. Wow. Wow. So in the final seconds of the half here, that's going to be Hudsonville with the goal. It is Will Zeiderveen, number 5, with the shot there. So it's 11-6 Hudsonville. And, you know, this really isn't looking good for the Panthers here going into halftime.
It's not, Cody. They're down by 5 goals currently.
Yep.
And with 7 seconds left, I hope they can get one more in, but it is unlikely currently. Aulick on the face-off for the Panthers.
So that's going to end the half there.
That is the half.
And it is Panthers 6, Eagles 11 going into the half here. And it is a 10-minute break. We will be back with you soon. Welcome back, folks. It is 6-11 with a 5-point Panther deficit here coming into the second half. And really, the Panthers will be looking to dig themselves out of this hole that they've dug themselves into. And what do you think needs to happen here for the Panthers?
You know, been saying it all game. It really starts with those face-offs. The
really,
Panthers have only won a couple, and they're down by 5. I don't think it's a coincidence.
I think so too, Quinn. Let's get back to the game.
Looks like Alec is going out for the face-off. He's a senior. He's battled injuries his whole career. I'm very happy seeing him out the field.
Me too, man. He had a broken collarbone, was it, a couple years ago?
A broken finger.
Yep.
And then he tore his meniscus.
Yep.
But he's still headed to Grand Valley to play club lacrosse next year.
Yeah, boy, has he been through the ringer.
Yes.
So Hudsonville will come away with it here. It's Switlowski with a shot, and he scores. So
in 13 seconds.
Right out of the gate here, Hudsonville will add to their lead. It is now 12-6. And I think at this point, you got to say this game is getting out of hand for the Panthers here.
A little bit. A change needs to happen.
Yep.
And that is a morale killer.
Yep.
Coming right out of half and getting scored on.
100%. So we'll see if the Panthers can answer, but things definitely looking a little dim here. Light is on the far, far end of the tunnel here for the Panthers.
Dim and dark, but there is still light. Always.
So Hudsonville comes away with a face-off again. This is not good for the Panthers. So here's Hudsonville up top. Running around goal. Shot for Hudsonville is up and over the net. So Hudsonville brings it around the net, and that will hit off the bar. I believe it was the left bar.
I was not sure. That one was moving a little too quick for me.
Yeah, that was a very fast shot there. So Hudsonville has it up top. They'll bring it over to the right side of the goal here, now behind. So it's Weber back over to Silic. Zeiderine has it here. Really taking their time once again here. Their pace seems to be slow this game, and it's definitely working. Morley bobbles it, but West Ottawa has it here.
Morley cradling it, looking for someone to pass downfield. He's getting pressured.
Oh, boy, this is not good.
And he just slings it out there, hoping for a miracle, and it does not come true as Hudsonville takes control.
Just kind of a Hail Mary toss there,
Yes.
just kind of help me, He's crying for help.
Someone's down there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was an eagle.
Connor Volk is down there somewhere. That's what
Yes.
he's thinking in his head.
That's what I would be thinking. Hudsonville passing around like they do.
Mm-hmm. So looking for a shot, and it's a great save there by Morley. We got a little dog pile.
Yes. That Hudsonville player was looking for the 5-hole right between Morley's leg, but Morley put his net right there.
And, the sun is set, and I'm starting to get pretty cold up here in this booth.
Getting chilly up here.
Might have to throw on an extra layer.
Yes, or some mittens would be really nice right about now.
Connor Volk was just slammed in the leg there by the stick. I'm sure that did not feel good.
Very loud. Look. Oh. Okay. And, rough pass there from the Eagles.
Right over Weber's head.
Ground ball here. Gryffindor fighting for it. There goes Holden Hollingsworth. Finds
Connor Volk.
And there was a flag, and that was a late hit on the Eagles.
So we'll see if West Ottawa can do something here. If not, they will have a penalty on Hudsonville to work with.
West Ottawa looking to set something up here. Gryffindor running at the top of the key.
A little stick collision there.
Yes. They find Christian Toth with the shot.
Wow.
And the goal.
Wow, what a shot.
What a shot.
The sophomore, Christian Toth.
That was a great shot. It was an Eagle barreling right towards him. I mean, no fear. We get a little freebird going here. I can feel some of that big the big momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Swinging in the way of the Panthers.
Yep.
Hope they can keep this up.
Yep, we'll see if they can keep this pace going here. I think the Panthers, they got to be, continuing to be aggressive here, as they're not going to get as many opportunities as the Eagles here. They're just plain and simple. They're not going to, so they got to make the most of them.
They really do. And then their defense has to be superb, and they got to keep their offense in this game, if that makes any sense to you.
Some
sense. Not dollars. Not dollars.
Just cents.
8:45 remain in the third period.
So Hudsonville will fight for the faceoff. I thought they maybe would get it, and they do.
They do. Oh, Connor Reedy.
In for the first time in the game is Caden Moore, number 19 for the Eagles.
Connor Volk taking it out. Looking to pass. Oh, and he decides to run.
Double team there
right
by the
past
Eagles. Yep, he just slices right through him. Oh.
Griffin that was a very hard shot.
He hucked that thing.
That thing was hucked. Off target, but it was moving pretty good. Griffin Dobb with it again.
Christian Toth with it.
Passing to Griffin. Griffin winds up, and he switches to his other side. Looking to deke someone.
Ooh, just over the top of the goal.
Now, I would like to see Evan Olick take a rip, because he threw that. What did he hit? He hit like 107 miles an hour on a shot.
On the gun,
on
yeah.
the gun.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping we can see that.
Ooh, I thought maybe that went in for a second, but it's behind the goal, not in it.
Riley Pentecost taken out for the Panthers. Evan Olick, there's a shot.
Oh, boy, I would have been excited if that went in.
Awesome, and it's a little bit of a dog pile here.
Wow.
Evan Olick gets it again, and oh, man. Another close shot for the Panthers.
It's some physical lacrosse here.
Yes.
I'm enjoying it.
Stay the Panthers. And I did hear a Panther growl coming from the other side of the stadium.
Rawr, baby.
Girls lacrosse with the goal. There's Connor Volk, and he
Wow.
puts it through the keeper's
What a goal.
legs.
Wow. So here come the Panthers. Still a 4-point deficit, but they're definitely building up some momentum to work with here.
They have that big mo, Cody.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
So now it is 8-12. Eagles lead.
What a perfect time for some Van Halen going.
Jump,
Yeah.
Might have to jump after that goal in celebration.
I'm excited. I need to get some energy out. Evan Olick on the faceoff.
Hudsonville,
Comes away with it.
never mind.
Griffin Dobb. You were right about the temperature dropping. My hands are
Yeah.
they're getting a little chilly out here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A little breeze.
Yeah,
Slight
there's
breeze.
A slight breeze coming right into this booth.
Lot of physical plays here by both teams, both throwing bodies at each other.
Hudsonville coming away with it.
That is Will Mandrick with the ball. Wow.
That was a great
That's
play.
that's textbook right there. That is a textbook play by the Eagles. A little fast break opportunity, swung it over and put it right in the net there. So now it is 8-13, and the Eagles will take back a 5-point lead.
6.5 minutes remain.
See if the Panthers can answer here.
I felt a little bit of life get sucked out of them on that goal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Almost a somersault there by the Eagles.
Yes, I think that was a somersault, but like reverse.
Reverse somersault.
Reverse somersault. Forget that exists sometimes.
So the Eagles have it now behind the goal. Being patient, but looking for a shot. Never mind, they were not being patient.
They call that an air ball.
that
did not land until it was out of bounds.
No, that was not a great shot. So now Hudsonville has it directly behind the goal. They'll pass it out. Looking for a shot. Good save there by Carson. Or not, excuse me, that's his brother. Carson is his brother. That's Caleb Morley.
Caleb Morley in the goal. Here comes Connor Volk. Looking like he's still got some energy left in him. And he
Good
puts
shot.
a shot. Ooh, that one gets snagged by that Hudsonville defender. Griffin Dobb taking it up for the Panthers.
He's got some speed.
He's moving very quick.
A little errant pass there, out of bounds.
We'll go to Hudsonville's ball.
So,
Panthers looking for a takeaway here.
yep,
Before they get it
Hudsonville looking to get the ball down the field. West Ottawa is doing everything they can to stop him, but they just can't. Campbell is he's moving with a purpose here. Wow, he's just not letting up,
Yeah.
but he is pushing the back, and that is a
He's
penalty
pushing
on
the
West Ottawa.
Yes. At least you stop his momentum. You know, I'm not all for penalties, but stopping momentum is very crucial at points.
Yeah, it's, Zion Williamson is coming up for a dunk right on you. Like, do you want to go foul him or do you want him to dunk in your face?
Yeah.
You might as well just foul him.
You might
Make
as
him
well-
shoot the free
yes.
throws.
I agree. It's like watching, it's like kissing your sister. Like, it's mixed feelings, bittersweet. You just fouled him, but, like, he's not going to shoot it. So,
All right, so Hudsonville has it up top. So here comes number 5, Zeiderbean. And wow, what a save off his stick, Morley. Good save there.
I'm getting a little confused here. There are a lot of whistles coming from that other field being played. And
It's definitely messing with me too.
yes. Looks like 4 minutes left in this period here.
So here comes Griffin Dobb from out of bounds.
A goal right now could be very critical for the Panthers.
Yeah,
They are down by 5 here.
the clock is ticking already, man. I know it's the third period, but that clock is ticking. You got to score some goals now.
It was like watching Michigan State last night. At around 12 minutes left in that half, I knew
Against
they had
Auburn.
against Auburn, yes. I really knew Michigan State needed to hit some more threes, and they weren't shooting the ball.
Yep. Panthers have been dealt a tough hand so far, but they got to play it.
Great save there by Morley, who might have been injured recently. I was hanging out with him, and he said he almost tore his ACL.
Oh.
So I know he is not feeling 100% on those legs.
I'm glad he's out there playing, though. Wow, battering ram, number 25.
Is running past everybody.
Wow.
That is a large boy there. Large high schooler.
It's the long stick midfielder there, number 25, Isaac Vanderveen. Wait, He's a defender. Excuse me.
Holden Hollingsworth there on defense.
So Hudsonville will be a little patient here. No goals here in the last few minutes for either team. And that will be wide left of the goal. That shot there by the Eagles. I believe that was Silic on the shot. So here comes Hudsonville. Now behind the goal. Oh, they could have had an amazing look right there if they were able to make that pass. Whistles here on the field.
I believe it was an over and back by Hudsonville. So it will become the Panthers' ball. Here comes Christian Toth, putting a little pep into his step.
Looking for a second
Hustling
goal.
on the field.
Wow. So Connor Volk took a spill there.
A late hit, though. Connor Volk with the screen for Tyler Noblet. They get it off to Gabe Clausen here. And then Gabe gives it to Christian Toth. Christian put his defender in a blender. There he goes.
Oh,
and that ball is 30 feet in the air.
You know, putting the jukebox on there. Did someone turn on the jukebox?
I believe I have a little groove going now.
Wow.
Dance. Riley Pentecost here.
Wow, what a move. Oh. Almost had that one.
That was a great move and almost a goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, a little swim move there. A little freestyle.
Or was it butterfly, Cody?
We may never know.
We may never know.
So Hudsonville with a look at a shot there, but they'll miss wide right of the goal. .30 seconds left in the third period here. Definitely some less action here by both teams in this quarter.
I would agree with that statement. It's been a little slow as goals are concerned. Some great defensive play, though. And a great keeper play there from Morley, too.
Good save by Morley.
But, oh, my.
See, that's just very unfortunate there for the Panthers. You know, Morley.
Like Hollingsworth was a little under pressure, and then he just made a bad pass. But
and Morley had to come out of the goal, and that usually is not a good thing.
Yes, when the keeper's not in the goal, you really get scored on.
Yeah, maybe.
Believe it or not.
But it is a 8-14 ball game here. Hudsonville with that 6-point lead, and we got 13 seconds here left in the third quarter. So we'll see if the Panthers can answer here. Just 13 seconds, but see if they can do something with it.
Griffin Dobb looking to score right before this quarter ends.
5 seconds.
Very fast. He needs to get a shot off, and he does.
Wow!
And he scores.
Wow! What a
2
goal.
seconds left on the clock, and he scores. That was a great play, and that's, you know what that is, Cody? That's a big mo. That is momentum heading into this quarter.
Yep.
And they need it all.
They really needed that one. You know, it's a big deficit that they got to cover in this fourth period. And, you know, they might not be able to come back, but that sure will help them.
You know, I don't like that negativity, Cody. I think they can absolutely come back here.
Well, we'll see what happens here in this final quarter. I'm definitely hoping for a good game here.
2 seconds left here. Maybe someone could score. Very unlikely.
Little half-court heave.
Yes. Does not look like it. Oh, well. Well, we'll be right back after this break.
This is a 5-point lead for the Eagles here.
Going into the fourth quarter.
You got first.
For the Panthers, race time down to 11.
Yep, down 5, 9-14.
The Panthers are down by 5 heading into this fourth quarter. They're looking for some big momentum to push them through this.
Yep, they sure are going to need it because they are down 5 points, which, isn't ideal going into the fourth.
No.
And, I think they're going to have to be really aggressive here,
Here comes the face-off.
make the most out of their opportunities here. And
Alec with it, and it gets taken by Hudsonville. And, bad pass there from Hudsonville. It'll come back to the... Looks like it will come back to the Panthers. Holden Hollingsworth heaving it downfield.
so the Panthers looking aggressive here on offense.
Oh, wow.
A little tomahawk right
Little
there.
Tomahawk. Put it all on the line there.
You know what I could use right now?
Oh,
A
yeah.
tomahawk steak.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep, medium rare, seasoned heavily, Not too much, though, because you want to let the steak speak for itself.
Yes, I completely agree. What are your thoughts on A1 sauce, Cody?
I hate it. It is
Hate A1 sauce.
my worst enemy.
You know, I really
Off the cross, or not off the crossbar, off the sidebar there.
I really agree with you, honestly. As
Yeah.
Hudsonville just had a pretty shot there off the left crossbar as Morley had to come out of position, but had an open net and they missed.
Yeah, I mean, ordering your steak well done, using steak sauce, it's a crime.
Yes,
And-
if you go to a steakhouse and order and ask for A1 sauce, I don't think they will serve you.
No. If you're going somewhere with, not the best steak, maybe I'll let it slide. But otherwise, it's a no-go.
Oh boy, injured Panther. But he's back on his feet. These Panthers are tough, I can tell you that.
They got grit.
They got grit. And looks like to be some confusion on the field.
Seems like they're figuring it out here. Oh. Hudsonville coach is definitely not pleased with the referees here.
A little fired up. Oh, and our coach is taking control. I would not do this, coach, but I am not the coach.
Yep. Still some confusion out there. Not really sure exactly what's going on.
Me neither. Hudsonville coach is still not happy with what just happened, but the official ruling is by the official making it an official ruling, so. The ref's now taking time out of his day to explain it, make sure everyone's on the same page. I do appreciate it when they're talking to my coach to explain it, but I always am a little frustrated when they talk to the other coaches.
Understandable. Yep, back to the action here.
Tyler Noblet looking for a shot. Puts one in goal. Oh my goodness.
So there's a Panther goal.
Come on. That was a miss. That was something else I have never seen. That goalie is very unhappy.
Yeah,
He will not forget that one.
I would be too. He might be having some trouble sleeping because of that one tonight.
Yes. That will be replaying through his mind quite often.
He'll be thinking about that one.
And the Hudsonville stands are empty. All of their fans have left.
So they might miss out on a good game here, Quinn.
This game is not over. Panthers down by 4 with 10.5 minutes. And we know they can score quick. We've seen it many times tonight. Evan Olick on the face-off. Olick Hudsonville comes away with it.
Well, over to Silic there. So Silic
he is
maintaining
stumbling.
his balance
Wow.
there. I cannot believe he didn't fall on his face there.
And, oh boy, he is not. He was injured earlier in this game, and it looks like he's not feeling 100% currently.
He's getting banged up tonight.
Yes. Playing physical. It's been a very physical game tonight. Still looking like there's more confusion on the field.
I really don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm starting to get frustrated because I'm trying to see some lacrosse here. The Panthers have a little momentum, so I'd like to see what they can do.
I'm starting to wonder if Hudsonville's coaches know the rules because he's getting confused by all of them.
Yeah, maybe he's got to look back into that rule book.
Now it looks like a timeout is called by Hudsonville. Yes.
So going to the timeout, we got 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in the fourth period here. It is a 4-point Eagle lead, 14-10, and we will be back soon.
No penalty on the play. Timeout was called before the infraction occurred.
Panthers really need some momentum coming out of this timeout. They need to bring some energy. Like they just said, they need to empty the tank.
Yep.
They have nothing left to lose here. They need 4 goals in 10 minutes.
Yep. A little intergalactic going here.
Yes.
Definitely getting me going.
Oh, for sure. We're moving. We got to stay warm somehow. So,
Yep. Jumping jacks, baby.
or dancing. Eagles taking it out here, passing it around like they do.
Yep, they definitely play very passive offense, passive aggressive, I guess you could say, because when they see a shot, they do take it.
They do. But compared to the Panthers, their players really like making moves and putting their defenders in blenders and getting shots off.
Yep, they like to rush the goal.
Yes.
Hudsonville with it behind the goal.
Shot. Goal.
So that could be the nail in the coffin here early for the Panthers. We'll see, though.
There is still time in this game. There is a full 9.5 minutes left for these Panthers. I believe they can do it.
You know, the grave is dug, but, you know, the Panthers haven't been tossed in there yet, so we'll see what happens.
Face off here, Aulick for the Panthers. And that Eagle just got pushed around a little bit.
Putting on a clinic here against 3 Eagles. Spun out of there.
Shot off the mark.
Just to the left of the goal there.
To the back by the wall. That is Connor Volk passing to Christian Toth. Toth gets a little on his defender.
Wow.
Ooh.
Juggled.
Juggled by the goalie.
Yeah. Almost went in there, but it is a save there by the Eagles, and they're looking to be aggressive here.
On comes Connor Reedy for the Panthers. Already making a difference, getting that ground ball there. Spin move. Good moves here by Reedy. And a whistle is called. And it will be a timeout for the Panthers, I believe.
And so going to the timeout here, Panthers are down 10-15. We got 8 minutes and 24 seconds left.
Taking two. I'm joined here by Ava Cook. We're looking at this camera. Ava just played in a lacrosse game versus who?
Grand Haven.
And how did that game go? Did you win?
We were looking a little scrappy in the first half, but we really pulled it together in the second half for a close 10-12 game.
It's a great game, Ava. What position do you play?
I play defense.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. We're still live. All right. And we are still hot.
So-
our apologies.
Coming out of the timeout here, the Panthers only have 8 minutes to score at least 5 goals. You know, it's not looking good, but we'll see if they can do something.
Now you can tell who the optimist here is in this booth. Definitely not Cody.
I'm
Now,
just
I
trying to be
believe-
realistic here.
I'm a believer. I think these Panthers can win, and I know they can because they got grit. These Panthers have grit, and they can pull it off.
We'll see how that prediction pans out for you, Mr. Vanderkamp.
Connor Volk to Griffin Dobb.
Save there by the Eagles. A little dribbler. Not a difficult save.
Now, sometimes I really think right there you could do some passing. Well, that ball is fumbled by the Eagles. Christian Toth picking it up, looking to make a move. And he is surrounded by Eagles here. And you really need to pass this ball.
So the Eagles have it behind their own net here. They got a lot of field to work with. So here comes the Eagles sprinting down the sideline. And Vanderveen is looking to take it upon himself.
And
Almost
it's
gets
saved
it.
by Morley.
That is the defender, Vanderveen, coast to coast there.
He was running a long way there.
So
Eagles behind the net.
that is Zeiderveen with the shot. So he'll swing it back out to Dieleman here, who will pass it to Seelick. Zeiderveen passes inside. Some good defense there by the Panthers. And
Oh
wow,
my.
quite the check there. That's a penalty.
I disagree.
I thought that was a clean physical play there.
That was Heath, otherwise known as Bubba. That's who that penalty was on. That was a very physical play.
You know, I'm not seeing what the ref sees down there, but, you
Yeah.
know, I thought it was clean.
You're also up here and not down there.
True.
Look clean to me. On comes Jack Pontaine for the Panthers.
Panther penalty number 24, Heath Fleming. Unnecessary roughness.
So Heath Reimink there penalized for unnecessary roughness. So he'll be out of the game for a minute here.
I think these boys are just fired up.
Definitely playing with some tenacity, aren't they?
Yes, they really are. Panthers down by 5 still with 6 minutes left in this game. Now, as an optimist, I'm really losing hope.
You know, it's the opposite of what an optimist would say, though.
Yes, but I'm also a little bit of have some realistic in me. Believe it or not.
Got some realism in you.
Got some realism. 6 minutes left in this game.
Heath Bubba Rymink has 30 seconds left in the penalty box there.
And that one is blocked by Morley. It's a great shot. And you can really hear that West Ottawa bench coming alive.
Yep, they want to see something here, just like I do.
Yes, and that one was turned over. Evan putting his body on the line, going for that. And it's Eagle goal.
That was a good shot there by the Eagles.
Yes.
Really can't draw it up any better there. Little swinger inside and just right in the top right of the goal there. So that'll make it Eagles 16, Panthers 10. We got 5 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the final period.
Alec on the faceoff for the Panthers. Heath Bubba Rymink, only 1 second left on that penalty.
It's the longest second of his life, isn't it?
Some could say that. And that one shoots the way of the Eagles.
So
they are moving quick. And that's a steal. That was stolen.
Volk took it right from Arbrook there.
Man. Volk with the shot. Oh, just very close shot. That was a great play by Volk.
Yeah, it was.
It almost looked like he just snatched it right from his net without the ball hitting the ground.
Yeah, a little pocket picking I saw there.
Yes. I like that a lot. Here come the Eagles, winding up for a shot, and we have seen that earlier today where it bounces off the stick, hits the back of Morley, and bounces in, and we just saw it again.
And I think that's the cherry on top for the Eagles. That's really going to be, the dagger, as you would say, for the Panthers.
Was the dagger.
Yep, as if the last goal wasn't, but yep. It's going to be a 17-10 lead for the Eagles. We got 4 minutes and 54 seconds left. And looking like a very dim ending to the game for the Panthers.
You got to believe. You got to believe.
Don't stop believing, baby.
That's what we ought to play here. Evan Olek putting in that work. Riley Pentecost chasing down the Hudsonville defender as he tries to go coast to coast. And he is going coast to coast. Evan Olek on him now, and he gets away from Evan.
He's going to try and pass it in here. Wow.
And
Hudsonville
goal.
That's just a perfect play there by the Eagles. It went right past Morley's stick there, and just a great pass. Put it right in front of the goal.
That one, you might have just dug the grave for the coffin.
Yep, I think the coffin is in the grave now.
Yes.
Burial will happen post-game.
Yes.
Might be at the funeral right now.
The funeral is post-game. Yes. When the clock hits 0 is when the coffin gets buried. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the period, or in the game. Panthers down by 8. Panthers still playing very physical here.
Definitely not letting off the gas here.
Here's Connor Reedy passing to Griffin Dobb. Nope, Tyler Noblet. My apologies. He's taking it in, trying to get a good shot here. Looking to see, I feel like we're just missing some sort of pass there, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely having trouble moving the ball around a little bit.
Going over the goal, and it is knocked away and saved by the keeper.
That was a great save there. So both teams are skirming for the ball there, and that's a penalty on West Ottawa.
Very unfortunate. That penalty is on Griffin Dobb of the Panthers. This Panther defense really needs to get into shape, and I believe I just figured out how number 8 was. I believe that is Cooper Rabbi, the junior defender.
So Hudsonville has it up top here. Weber with it. Back to Weber again. You know, they're just kind of swinging it around, having fun.
Oh, whoa.
That shot was way above the net there. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I respect him for whipping it in there, but,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a little bit of aim.
Gotta respect the sim, though.
That almost hit a spectator.
It was pretty close.
From the way the bench is acting, I believe that is a JV player trying to get his first goal.
I believe so.
Panthers sending it downfield. Riley Pentecost looking to get the ground ball here. Tyler Norbert joining him. Here you go. Tyler Noblet. You got to get this ball moving here.
Pentecost behind the goal.
James Ed Carrion coming in for the Panthers. As it swung to him. 2 minutes left in this game. Now. Here's Christian Toth.
Balk with the shot. Almost got it.
Goalie's face. Rebounded by Noblet. And that one's off too.
We got a minute 30 here. Maybe a little morale goal here for the Panthers. They could walk away with maybe a goal in the final minute here.
Yes.
Little something to end the game with for him.
Oh, good move by Toth. And wow.
That's a great shot and a great save.
Yes, great shot, great save, and great sportsmanship by number 25 there. Isaac Vanderveen picking up Christian Toth after
A little
hard
spill.
blow. Good moves there from Pentecost. Trying to put it in the net. Whistles.
You know, Quinn, we got a minute left, and I'm getting kind of hungry.
I was just thinking about this, actually.
So, you know, if I were to go out to eat after this, you know, what would you recommend?
Well, I'm not sure about the time, if everything is still open, but assuming that everything is still open.
Quinn, it is 8:47 p.m., so we should be good if I were to leave like right now,
Yes.
but obviously that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. But I have to suggest New Holland Brewing on 8th Street and College. The greatest chicken sandwich you will ever have.
I love New Holland. It's definitely my favorite place downtown. What if I wanted to get some real quick?
Real quick? Okay, real quick.
Because, you know, I'm broke. You know, I needed something little fast.
Some fast food is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, Jersey Mike's, that's pretty fast. I would suggest
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's.
You know what's freaky fast, though?
What's freaky fast?
Jimmy John's.
You know, they actually are not allowed to say freaky fast anymore as a slogan.
Really?
Really, they have to say freaky fresh because a delivery driver hit a pedestrian and they can no longer say freaky fast.
Jeez. I'm going to have to take a second look at my Jimmy John's cup then.
Yes.
Well, I thought it said freaky fast, but it might be freaky fresh now.
That's what I was told by a Jimmy John's employee.
Wow.
And that is the game. But where will you be headed for dinner, Cody?
You know, I was thinking maybe Jimmy John's or, you know, Jersey Mike's.
I
What are the
picked that
sandwich
up.
places?
Thank you for joining.
Yep, it is a 10-18 ending here with a 8-point win for the Eagles. And that will add a third loss to the Panthers, I believe.
I believe so.
But anyways, thank you all for joining us tonight for the first ever student broadcasted lacrosse game. And I wish you all a good night. Thank you.
Scoring summary brought to you by the Cancer Fund. Helping West Ottawa.